Marcus Blackus. DJ Vlad VladTv, speaking about this Troy Ave Taxstone incident, right? He got interviewed by DJ Akademiks. Wack 100 chimes in. I'm not going to say too much on this one. I just want y'all to listen to this audio. Then subscribe to the channel.
I Love McConan got beat up on stage. Yeah. He was performing with Ray Shremmerd. It's on tape. Banger walks in, motions to him. The dude goes down and he punched him in the face a bunch of times and then walked away. A journalist got beat up.
I think it might have been from Vice or some of the sort. Can't remember.
Me and that journalist had some contact. He didn't deny it happened because he had written something negative about Troy Ave. Troy Ave went and got him.
Yeah, I think we all heard that, and I've talked to Troy before. I've told him, I'm like, yo, I think that's when like you burned a lot of bridges, because even though we might not know that particular person, when people are taking out they're taking out violence on people for opinions, it gets really dicey where now people feel like, you know, you rather not cover someone than feel you have to say a certain thing, or you're going to be just supporting another person who was saying their own opinion or whatever the case is, or think piece.
Troy Ave threatened me over text message because I wouldn't post his music. Like, yo, man, you know, if you don't post my shit, yo, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna have some street problems. I remember looking at this going like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of Troy Ave. Like, you know what I mean? But like, it was a history of a dude who had a chip on his shoulder, suddenly got a little bit of a buzz in New York, and got a crew of dudes that are willing to put hands on people. And, you know, listen, we all have that. You know what I'm saying? I have people around me that can go beat someone up if I ask them to. Because of everything I've done for them over the years. Yeah. You know, I go, you know, but I don't do that because it's fucking stupid. And it puts yourself you now put yourself into a liable situation. You know, you now put yourself into criminal cases. You put yourself into worse situations. So once again, here comes Troy Ave, trying to push his weight around, see someone that's been, you know, saying disparaging things about him, and then went to go send his man to die. Troy Ave wasn't invited to Banger's funeral. He didn't go there. Banger's family hates Troy Ave. If that's really his man and blah, blah, how come his family despises him? Explain that, right? So in that trial, the problem that was happening was that, I don't know what it's like in other states, but in New York, you cannot bring up the negative background of a victim in a murder. So Banger's background was not able to be presented to the jury. So Banger just seemed like a good kid who was a basketball player or whatever else. The jury wasn't aware of this fucked up history of leading up to a situation where, you know, I don't know what happened. I don't know who did the shooting. You know what I mean? But it would kind of make sense. Like, I mean, me personally, if I saw a dude that had this history of beating people up on behalf of a guy who I have beef with, I'm going to protect myself as well.
It appears that Troy Ave kind of admitted that, like, you know, he keeps saying, at least publicly, so I could imagine he said it on the stand, or that's part of the narrative. Yeah. He said, bang, it turns back around to him, and he winks and gives him the go-ahead to kind of
give him the go-ahead to go die.
Yeah, right? Well, I think that's where the New York thing comes in, because it's like, hey, somebody could be repeatedly punch you in the face so you're about to be unconscious. If you're not allowed to have a gun, you can never use a gun. If you use that gun, everything else goes out the window. Like, New York is the you have to die state. You know what I mean? Like, there is no self-defense.
Look, I have armed security in this room right now, right? Right now in this room, I have armed security. I wouldn't go send him to go beat someone up, right? He's there to defend me, to protect me. That is his only job. He has no other job. He's not a boxer. He's not a fucking backyard brawler. He's not a gangster. He is a security who's there to make sure that I don't get killed or I don't get seriously hurt. And if he has to shoot somebody, it's to protect my life. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I go see someone, like I said, like I remember the story about how I ran into Joe. Well, I was outside the strip club and Joe Budden ran by and I'm with my man. Who killed someone with his bare hands. You know what I'm saying? Who I interviewed. You know, my man O Pressure. I could have been like, oh, go beat him up. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. It's fucking ignorant. You know what I'm saying? But here's this dude walking past in a similar situation, right? Here's a guy that's been talking shit about me for years. Here's this guy, Joe Budden, who said, when I see Vlad, I'm going to fuck him up. And I got my lawyer money put aside when he's, in case there's a lawsuit or in case I have to go to jail. Like Joe has been publicly, he said this on your show, on Everyday Struggle, remember?
He said a bunch of times, yeah.
Said it a bunch of times. Here is a similar situation. And I got someone with me who's a murderer, right? Snap of a finger. Get him. I wouldn't do that. I would never, ever do that because that's putting my friend in danger, putting myself in danger, and really, the fuck? Me and Joe ain't really got beef like that. Like, it's just words. He's talking shit, I'm talking shit, life goes on. We get views. Taxstone and Troy Ave, it was just words. You see what I'm saying? It was just words, and he sent his man to go die. And he has to hold that forever.
I think there's wrong on both sides. Clearly, I think Tax bringing a weapon into that establishment.
If he did that,
yeah. You can't do that in New York.
No, you can't.
Like, man, I'm from Jersey. Yeah. Like you have a license to have a weapon in Jersey, but if you about to get over that bridge, you better stop playing.
Right.
They don't allow that, and also if you're a prior felon, things aren't going to fall in your favor.
Yeah.
I think, by the way, if he was in Florida, I think he beats the case.
He stand your ground.
Yeah, beats the case. Yo, the
fuckboy who killed Trayvon Martin, was it? Zimmerman. Zimmerman chased this young kid down and murdered him and got stand your ground. What do you think would have happened if the situation was in Florida, where you got this guy that's beating people up over and over again, person scared for their life, and they shoot? If that's what happened, like I said, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. Me and Taxstone were around, like from the moment it happened to when he actually got picked up and locked up. A year had passed.
It was a year past.
A year passed. Yeah. Me and Tax did multiple interviews. In fact, the last interview he ever did was with me, which I never put out. We may put it out after his sentencing because, once again, I'm worried that I've been holding on to this interview for 6 years because I'm worried there might be something in there that could have affected the trial, or at this point could affect the sentencing because he hasn't been sentenced yet. He's facing 25 years.
That's a long time.
Long time. 6 years time served, but still 19 years left to go. It's very ugly. But like this whole time, I would never ask Tax. I remember it happened. I called him like, "Yo, you good?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm fine." Cool. I never am going to speak to you about this. I'm never going to, discuss it. I don't want to know. I don't want to be involved in it. That's between y'all. You seem to be out. I think you're good. You know what I mean? And that's the end of that. But unfortunately, in that trial, what happened was because I spoke to someone close to the case who spoke to one of the jury members, and I guess Tax had a phone in jail in Rikers, and he got too comfortable with that phone, and they managed to find some either audio or I think it's text messages or Discord or something messages where he's talking about the case. He's talking about what happened, and that got presented to the jury. And that was too hard of a hurdle to get over.
That was the content, man. That shit. I don't know.
Vlad gotta know something because last time he said some weird shit. He had got punched in the face and he made Vlad TV. So that nigga said he sent his mans in there to die.
Yeah, that's what
I don't even know what that's about. What do you mean?
That's what
So
I'm
his
saying.
security
Like,
different from Troy
weird as
Ave
fuck,
security.
Nigga sounds stupid as fuck saying that shit. He said it like 3 times.
You trying to get the police attention.
It don't matter who attention you get, nigga. The jury trial over. They just waiting for sentencing, nigga. You can say what you want. You're not like he don't even make sense. The fact that the man brought a pistol in the club, so I guess you just ignore that.
He
I
definitely
don't like
ignored
how
that
he's
part.
saying that shit.
That part, you know what I'm saying? He seemed like he had a bias against Troy Ave, and he just went up there rambling. Like, I just think he out of line because it's like, all right, you do interviews, right, bro? All right, you on Academics, you doing the interview. Like, you could speak on the general information on the case that's already out to the public, but once he start giving his personal opinion on shit, on, oh, I would have did this, or oh, this should have happened like this, like, nah, bro, you stepping out of line.
I'm tripping off the fact he said Taxstone was afraid for his life because Troy Ave was just beating and Bang was just beating everybody up. Like he made it seem like he making Troy. Yo, I'ma keep it real, bro. Y'all making Troy Ave larger than life, bro. This nigga is a big scary monster, bro. The way y'all not y'all, but the way people be talking about him, it's like, bro, he come on, bro. I know he was about his shit, but yeah, come on, Vlad. He acted like he was terrorizing the whole New York City. He had everybody in his pocket. He was moving around like the Black Hand and shit. Like, you know, man, come on, man. A couple of niggas got punched. Everybody get punched now and then. It's all right. Vlad trip. Shit, Vlad got punched. Then
Yo,
Vlad
this
get
what he
punched out?
did. And that bitch ass nigga disrespected Rick Ross and them family, and they touched him, and he sued Rick Ross for $400,000. I don't respect nothing Vlad talking about. He's a bitch. Now we got Vlad. I can't put it on act. He just run an interview. Vlad, you ain't outside. You ain't going nowhere. You don't even let niggas see you on the interviews.
Wake it
You
up,
ain't
Vlad.
even in the same room half the time of the interviews. So how you know who punching who and who doing what, bro? Nigga, you a motherfucking white boy from the Bay Area. Nigga, you ain't even from the East Coast. So, you know, the bitch ass nigga, he always want to play victim. You know what I mean? Cause I got on his ass.
Yeah.
He had some little arms. I said, bro, this old ass man with his gun on his way, on his thigh don't mean nothing, bro. The nigga came to my video. I hit it first, right? I said, bro, don't leak none of my shit. What his bitch ass do? Cause I had the fake Kim Kardashian looking like. What he do? Next morning, this nigga had turned on the camera and leaked the bitch. I get on his line immediately. Cause he was running around LA at the time, right? He wanted to play all Wack. I'm a journalist, yeah, nigga. But I told you it's my set. Don't leak none of my shit. So dude always like to play victim. At the end of the day, yeah, you fuck with Tax. That's cool. But nigga, if you look at the whole case, you can't put it all on Troy. The nigga that he brought the gun from, it went back to him. He told, I sold the nigga the gun in the Carolinas. He identified, I sold, when they were trying to say who gun it was, they traced all the prints on the gun. 4 niggas prints. Tax, Troy, the nigga that sold him the gun, and some other motherfucker. Went all the way back to the nigga in the Carolinas who took the stand. He told him, I sold this gun to Taxstone. Don't put that on Troy. Why your bitch ass grab a pistol, buy a pistol, and ain't wipe this motherfucker down? Right? Now, here go another thing. If you know you got a beef with a motherfucker, bro, you know this nigga Troy Ave is there working. He taking the stage. You know y'all beefing. What you showing up for, homie? You showing up for one thing and one thing only. Am I right? What you showing up for?
Right.
Yes, that's a
Nigga,
fact.
Troy Ave is performing. He's performing. This ain't no y'all running to each other. You know he gonna be here. You show up with a burner, and now you playing innocent. Hey, get the fuck out of here, bro. This is why anywhere I'm at, I see any nigga I got a beef with, and you know my artist on the cat. Soon as I see you, bro, I'ma gun you. There ain't no hollering. Niggas is playing. He went up there playing, bro. But Vlad, I'm tripping on Vlad like, You talking about other events. You don't know what happened behind them events. You don't know what was going on. You don't know if niggas was tripping. You don't know what was going on. But what that got to do with the situation?
Man, he
Nigga,
biased.
ain't no text messages from Rikers. Man, that nigga had the nigga who orchestrated the son of the gun. He took the stand and told on him.
He said he had a
You know what
beef
else
with
they
him.
had? You know what else they had? The nigga telling his sister, hey, go fuck the witness. Give him some head. Do what you gotta do. I need him on my side. Niggas a dummy. That's why when the nigga say I'm a street nigga, what that mean, bro? You a dummy? Dumb as fuck. So it's like I don't get what Vlad is. Nigga, like I got a problem with Lil Uzi. Lil Uzi performing Wookie Woo. I ain't got nothing to do with that night, and I show up. I'm looking for a problem. Am I not?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's already on. I don't know what it was on about. I don't know. Maybe y'all know. I didn't really follow them niggas about what they had going on,
You talking about between Vlad and Troy?
but Vlad can't be on with nobody. He's a culture vulture. Ain't no on with Vlad. Vlad is calling the police.
That's a
You
fact.
can't say it's on with him.
And he's suing.
Yeah, that's all he's doing. It's never on. He's a white dude, bro. He gonna call the police. He gonna file a lawsuit. He got security with him because he's scary. Not they ain't gonna do shit. And they ain't gonna stop nothing if it's time.
But see, if it's like that, you would think he would be quiet, right? Like he wouldn't even be speaking on shit or trying to
Where you
give his
see Vlad
personal
come out at,
opinion.
bro?
What you say?
He don't come out.
Yeah, he never come out. This is the first interview I seen him do in a minute.
He don't come out.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Wack not lying. Every interview I ever went to for Vlad, nigga, I walk in the room and it's a big ass TV and the TV cut on. He come on the TV like Professor X or some shit. Like I'll be like,
Yeah,
what
he
the
don't
hell?
give.
Wait,
He
so he
not
not in
here,
face to
Kid.
face?
homie. When I did the interviews, any interview,
No.
Nope.
minister, all of them interviews, Vlad was on the TV screen, bro. He wasn't in the room. We came to New
Oh,
York, went to a room, in the building. We sat there, met the staff. They sat down. We seen the TV, and they turned the TV on, and Vlad's on the TV. He's not in the. That's a
oh, that's
lot of
Nigga
his
interesting.
interviews too. A
crazy.
lot of
That
them.
nigga the
He's not in the
police.
room.
You know,
You
so
FBI agent.
what he talking about don't even mean that. About, I got a lot of people that I could have do shit to niggas. That's what he's saying.
I could.
You got a lot of police you have do shit.
My question
Yo,
is this:
Eric, why did he talk about why did he bring up Taxstone being a blood and like how his interview wasn't in the case? What was the significance of him like even starting his sentence with that?
to be honest, bro, I couldn't even tell you. Like
Yeah,
it
that
just
that was
seemed
kind
like
of weird too that he even like you feel me too? Why he even mentions that?
he
Like
was just
nobody
trying to prove. It seemed like he was just trying to prove he knew some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them people who like try to sound like he knew what he was talking about, but really didn't. Like, that's the energy that shit gave me. He was just trying to sound like he knew what he was talking.
Marcus Blackus.